Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.
Mr. J. Ricochet, how you doing?
Good, guys. How you doing tonight?
Doing all right.
Not bad, not bad.
Are you going to do your show tonight?
Well, I was going to, but we've had some tornadoes touch down here, and we've had a bunch of storms coming through, so it was an outdoor show. I don't think I'll be able to do it.
Oh, no. Tornadoes, are they close? Serious ones or just little come and goes?
A couple come and goes, and one that was down for a while. Not much damage done, but we're waiting to see the outcomes of it.
And where are you?
I'm in Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
Devil's
Oh,
Lake.
wow. Way up there.
Any idea how Devil's Lake got the name?
Well, the native tribe that's from here, the Spirit Lake tribe, named the lake Spirit Lake. But when the first settlers came in, the white settlers, they mistook the translation and thought it said Devil's Lake, and that's what they named it. That's what I was told when I moved here.
Oh, wow.
Thanks to the white man.
Absolutely.
Always got to get his fingers in something, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Can't keep your nose out of nothing.
I'm telling you.
So, tell us about 12 Bar Blues. I want to hear all about it because I love that tune.
Well, I was, everywhere I go, there's noise. I go outside, now there's a train going by.
That's all right. I can live with a train sound.
Oh, all right, cool. I stopped by the VFW here in town to have a drink and do the interview, and now there's noise everywhere. 12 Bar Blues, I was working with songwriters and trying to find something that was bluesy, but not too far away from the country sound. Because to me, blues is the influence of country. That's the main portion of country music. Without having the blues, you can't write those heartbreak songs. You can't write those lyrics or those things that really make a song connect to the listener. And when I had a couple songwriters show me 12 Bar Blues, I thought, that's perfect. That's a guy out there, heartbreak, trying to forget things, trying to drink his troubles away, and I just thought that was a perfect song.
Wow.
Did he succeed?
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't had anybody tell me they don't like the song yet, so.
So he drank his blues away. Good guy. Wish I could do that.
Wow. So when did you start on your music? When did you first get started with your guitar?
Well, I was 13 years old, so I've been doing it for over 30 years now. Playing every hole, every dive, every honky-tonk that I can find in North Dakota anyway, that I can get into. You know, it's just always been my love. My love's always been music. At 13, I was finally old enough to go out and get a job bagging groceries at a local grocery store where I could start putting money towards the music. So that's when I started.
Where did you
haven't stopped.
Where did you find a place where you could bag groceries?
Back that time, there was a store where I could work at 13 years of age as long as I only worked 4 hours a day.
Oh, you're talking a while back then.
And I hope that you bagged those items correctly, you know, not 2 chocolate bars in a carrier bag.
All depended on how the customer treated me, whether I put its meat in with the bleach or not, you know.
I'm guessing they were paper
bags. Or whether you
bags.
opened the bottle of bleach.
I'm guessing they were probably paper bags then.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I guess they were, actually. Thinking that far back, yeah.
They still do have guys packing the bags at Albertsons sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, occasionally. You can find one.
But yeah, that's very, very cool. What is your earliest musical memory from when you were really little?
It's kind of cliche, and I think every musician says it, but the first musical memory I have is hearing Kiss.
Really?
When I heard Kiss play, when I saw Kiss on TV as a very young child, and I saw Gene Simmons spit that blood up, I thought, damn, that's what I want to do. I wanted to be Gene Simmons. I wanted to be Kiss and have control of the audience and be that demanding end of the stage. And that's just. And then my first album I ever bought, I think it was back in '70, whenever Kiss Destroyer came out. I bought it on 8-track, and I still have it.
I guess that's better than biting heads off of bats.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But you know what? That's rock and roll, right?
Yeah, that's what we all grew up with. That's for sure.
So do you feel like you take control of the stage?
I try to with my shows. I try to make the audience be a part of everything I do. I talk to them constantly because as an artist, I feel there's a lot of people out there that play shows that just get up there and play and never talk to the people that are out there. If it wasn't for the people there at the bars, the festivals, wherever you're playing, you wouldn't have a job. You wouldn't be out there and have the opportunity to play the music. So I talk to them a lot, get them engaged with the shows, get them involved in everything I do. That's one thing I've kind of learned from a lot of musicians I've talked to over the years and a lot of research I've done. I used to sit and watch live concert videos from like Iron Maiden and Hank Williams and Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard, and watch how everybody did everything. I was like a music nerd. I kind of took notes and watched how everybody did everything. And that's kind of like where I got my stage presence from.
Yeah, but where would you be without those people?
I'd probably be in a rehab clinic somewhere in Las Vegas.
Oh, God, not Vegas. No, anywhere but Vegas. Well, that's how we feel about the show here, too. That's why we like our chat room, because, we get to talk to the people and keep them interested. We try our best to make them part of the show and get their input on things and tell them everything that's going on and, the requests. Plus, we have the other listeners that don't come in the chat. But, yeah, we like to involve people, too. I think that's great. We love the listeners. Without them, we'd be sitting here talking to ourselves.
Well, you like talking to yourself as well. There's nothing you love more than the sound of your own voice,
That's not
husband.
the point, though.
The point behind it is if we don't talk to ourselves as men, ain't nobody else going to listen.
That's the only way to get any correct answers, isn't it?
I have some of my best conversations with myself. I make myself
Absolutely.
laugh as well.
And she can't even understand her own language half the
I
time.
realise how funny I am.
You know what? I'll tell you what. When I was in the Air Force, I went to Ramstein. I think it was Ramstein Royal Air Force Base in England, and I was there for a month. I did not want to leave. I wanted to make permanent residency in jolly old England and not leave.
Aww.
Why didn't you go back?
I was married to this woman at the time, and it's a long story that we don't have time for on the show here. But I've always loved. I loved it there. I loved the way the accents, the female accents. That's sexy as hell. Also, just the tradition, keeping the history alive, and everything about it I just thought was beautiful. I love that country. I didn't want to leave.
That's how Donna ended up here in Texas, because that accent just caught me, and then that smile, and then that bizarre British sense of humor was the one that really snagged me.
Yeah, he loves that sense of humor.
She does. She has the greatest sense of humor, the sarcasm that's funny, not the I hate you, I think you're an idiot sarcasm, but just the funny stuff.
Well, yeah, you guys feed great. You feed well off each other, man. It's very entertaining. Not just the music, but to listen to the two of you is a very entertaining show.
Well, I have to put up with her during the show, anyways. What goes on behind the scenes is a whole nother story.
He hates it when I'm making wisecracks in bed, though, because he starts laughing and he's trying to sleep, and I'm just being a stupid idiot as normal. And and you can see the bed shaking because he's giggling in bed. And he just wants me to shut the hell up.
Do you write a lot of your own songs?
Yeah, I have. On the album I'm putting together right now, I have 3 songs that were written by songwriters, and I have 7 other songs that I have right now getting music put to. I don't have a band. I can write lyrics, but for some reason I've never been able to write music to my lyrics. I just kind of get lost in the whole mix of things because I put a lot of emotion into my words that I write out. And so I've got people that have written music to them and have them sent off to get music written. And as soon as they're all done, I can get into the studio, and I hope to have an 8 or 9 song demo done in the fall if everything works out correctly.
Do you have your own band?
I tried to put bands together, but here in North Dakota, you can, like, if you're a really good musician, you're already taken. And if you don't have, and I don't want to talk bad on the internet, on the radios and stuff about the musicians here, but I want to go out and play. I play every single weekend. I was, like the show I was supposed to have today, I have another show next weekend, and I'm constantly out there working and promoting. And people don't want to do that, and I can't work with somebody that doesn't have that same drive.
Right, I can relate. Makes perfect sense.
So here it's kind of hard to find musicians that have that drive, that ability to go out and actually hit the road and do it. So I've been doing it for the last year and a half by myself, and that's okay. It's worked out so far, but I know I got to get to a point where I have to find a band behind me, because the niche of the single guy on stage is going to wear off soon. So,
well, the music that we have from you is fantastic, and the whole track it all comes together so nice. Where did you get those guys at?
A lot of people I've connected with in Nashville that have the ability to go into the studio and record those backing tracks. So it's just musicians for hire, if you will. Studio musicians that are willing to go in and do that. So that's where the music came from, and I know it come from you, but I mean they're the ones that helped you put it all together and give you that sound. Yep. Everybody's kind of asked, what are you looking for? I said, well, I'm looking for the traditional sound, but with a modern taste to it. I don't want to completely go away from the traditional sound, because I believe that that's what's going on in country music right now. Too many people are going away from that traditional sound, and it ticks me off to no end. But keep the traditional sound, but make it a little bit as modern as you can, but without going overboard. Yeah, it's what we call the Nashville sound. Yeah, the Trashville sound, yeah. Yeah, I've outgrown it. After the 90s went away, I kind of lost interest in it because it started getting into that rappy, redneck stuff. I don't know what you call it. But... I don't think it's bad music. It's just not country music. They can play that music, but it's pop music played on the pop stations. Yeah, that's right. Don't call it country. Well, tell me about Hank Knew Whiskey. How'd you come up with that? Because that's one of my favorite ones. That's another song that when I started wanting to do original stuff again, I found through a songwriter. I had somebody else wrote that, and I kind of fell in love with it right away again, because it's a heartbreak song. It's a blues song. It's a country song. If you look back to the original with Hank Williams, his songs were all about heartbreak. It was about the blues, and that's kind of the thing with Hank Knew Whiskey. It was just, they hit it on the head, those songwriters, with those words. It was the heartbreak of it. You knew exactly what it was, and then the people that wrote the music, they matched that lyrical content so perfect. Are you walking or out in the wind? I'm outside in the wind. You hearing that? Let me go back inside here.
Yeah, it's just for the past minute or so where you got really windy.
Okay, yeah. Storm's blowing.
I didn't say it was breaking wind. I said it got really windy.
Sorry. You just said he was windy. So I didn't hear anything.
Hey, Brad Peterson said to tell you that he's listening tonight.
Oh, hey, bud. What's going on, man?
Yeah, he's tuned in tonight listening.
Yeah, him and his wife are great people.
Yes, I think so too. So, what are your future plans? I know you've been talking about eventually getting a band together. Do you think you might travel? Do you think you might travel to a place like Bells, Texas, and sing to us in our garden with our dog?
Well, you know what? That's my major goal. I'm trying to be realistic, and I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44 here on the 21st of July. I got 5 kids, 3 jobs. I'm trying to be realistic and set up my goals to where I really want to be. And my first goal is, for the rest of the summer, I'm on the road every weekend playing. I got a stint at Sturgis. I'm playing the Iron Horse Saloon August 8th through the 11th, 2 hours a day on the stage inside of the Iron Horse Saloon, which was a big thing for me to get accepted for that.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of the publicity from that will help me out in my endeavors. And I'm also planning on getting my album done in the fall, trying to get myself a motorhome so I can actually get on the road and start traveling outside of the tri-state area up here. And I want to get down south and play Houston. I want to play San Antonio. I want to play Austin, and get down there where real country music's at. And in Texas is where real country music is.
Well, there's some nice venues up around us, too. There's
Denison.
also Denton, Texas has a pretty good music scene going on over there. And, Denison, Sherman area, they have a summer fest with quite a few popular bands coming and going. I think I won't be able to remember it now.
What?
Anyways,
Sherman Horizon, is it?
No, they're talking about a new artist, a big artist coming to Sherman here. I can't think of what his name is now. I just saw it in the paper. But anyways, there's a lot of all kinds of smaller venues around here too that are really cranking out some serious country music.
Rod Pegg in the chat room said 5 kids and 3 jobs. Now that's a country artist.
Absolutely, man. You know what? I like I tell everybody. They ask me, who I am and what I am. I'm just plain white trash out there, working hard, taking care of my family, and trying to make some country music. That's all I am.
Do you work a regular job?
Yeah, I work. I'm a contractor for the government.
No, I didn't hear him, so I'm
he
asking.
He said he's got 3 jobs and 5 kids.
Well, music could be
one
of them.
I work a regular job, 9-to-5 job for the government. When I retired from the military almost 2 years ago, I got to keep my job, and I'm in there as a contractor. I'm a radio DJ, by the way, too. I work part-time as a DJ.
Cool.
It's more full-time than part-time.
Is that one of those terrestrial formatted stations?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I bet you're playing all your favorite.
I love it.
I bet you're playing all your favorite music.
You know what? There's certain artists that I will absolutely not play on the air. I won't play Florida Georgia Line. I won't play Taylor Swift, and I won't play Rascal Flatts.
Yay!
Good for you.
I'm loving this guy.
Good for you.
Absolutely will not. I had a lady one time call me up, wanted me to play some Merritt Church. I said no. She said, well, why don't you play some Luke Bryan? I said, well, you know what, ma'am? I got something special for you tonight. I'm going to play you a new song by Luke Bryan that nobody's heard, but it was sent to our station, and I'm going to play it for you. And as she went and hung up, I announced to everybody there's a new Luke Bryan song that's just come out, and I think it's going to be a hit. And I played Kermit the Frog's "It's Not Easy Being Green."
Oh, the less Taylor Swift, the better.
People mad. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Draw attention. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
What's job number 3? I'm interested now.
The one that's my touring, going out and playing and singing. That's my 3rd job.
Ah. So how do you manage your 3 jobs and 5 kids and manage to be a awesome songwriter?
Yeah, I guess the end of her question is, do you sleep at all?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
A lot of caffeine, a lot of nicotine, and a lot of alcohol. That's how I get through.
Oh wow, is that all you're smoking? Is cigarettes?
Yes, that's it.
That'll change. The more famous you get, that'll change.
Oh, I don't know if I ever want to get quote unquote famous. I just want people to enjoy my music. I want to be able to get up on stage and play some music to people, and I feel like I'm really living my dream now. Whatever happens after this is an added bonus. And now that my music's being played out there, that people are hearing, that's right to me right now is making it. That's being famous. So.
Have you had a chance to open for any fairly famous or big acts?
Not yet. When I'm in Sturgis, I know Wheeler Walker Jr. is on after me for a couple nights. My main star, the main country artist that I would love to get on stage with, well, actually there's 2. Charlie Daniels is the first. Second would be Cody Jinks. If I could share the stage with Cody Jinks, I'd be on cloud 9.
Wow, it's quite a request.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Charlie Daniels.
You got to have goals, right?
Yeah, that's right. Or Charlie Daniels, for that matter.
Charlie Daniels, I got to meet him a couple of years ago here in North Dakota, and I've had nothing but the utmost respect for that man since the first time I've heard him play. He's one of the realest, most genuine people I've ever met in my life, and one of the most genuine artists out there, and I got a lot of respect for that man.
Is he a nice guy as far as he'll take a minute and just sit and chat with you, that kind of thing, or?
Oh, absolutely. We talked for a while. When I met him, I gave him my dog tags that I wore when I was deployed to Iraq as a thank you for everything he does for the soldiers. He goes over and plays in the war zones where a lot of artists won't go. And he said, "Son, are you sure you want to do this?" And I said, "Yes, sir. I want to thank you for this." He stood up and he gave me a big hug, and just sat and talked to me, like I was somebody that he's known forever, you know, and he did that with everybody that walked by him. You know, he was just a very genuine, true Christian man, proud American. You know, I just got a lot of respect for him.
Nice. Very nice. I wonder sometimes, you know, I lived outside of Nashville, and I met quite a number of up-and-coming people and stuff, and they just seem to have, you know, and maybe because it's they're young and getting started and all that, but so many of them seem to have that little bit of attitude about them, and it's, you know, and I kept thinking, well, you know,
absolutely.
if it wasn't for the people in these bars that you're starting out, and you're never going to be anything.
Well, a lot of these folks that are out there, man, and be honest, I don't think they really ever played the bar scene. You know, a lot of these are just produced artists that they found somewhere singing and took them right away and made them stars. I don't think any of them have.
They're never going to appreciate it as you appreciate it, are they? They're never going to appreciate that every single fan, are they, if they've just been shoved out there?
Yeah. I don't think any of them really have the idea of a struggle. You know, I'm not saying all of them. I just think there's many of them that don't.
Right. No, you can't put everybody in the same group. There's always those odd ones, you know, that stand out amongst everybody. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. I just find that to be rude. You know, you can't even say hello or wave as you walk by and say hi or something. They either, you know, nose is too high or, you know, oh, I'm too busy for you or whatever the case.
Yeah, I've had that with other bands that I've met over the years. But, you know, I got to meet the guys from the Kentucky Headhunters, and they were amazing guys. And Confederate Railroad, too. Those guys are a great group of guys.
Did you sit down and have a slaw burger and fries?
No, they were pretty much in a hurry. They just got done playing a 3-hour set. So.
Yeah, those guys are pretty wild. I'll say that for them.
Do you have any hobbies? I know that you're so busy with your work and your music, but what do you do to wind down?
Obviously
That's a good
nothing.
Question. I ride motorcycle, but I'm too damn busy to do that anymore either. There's really no hobbies I have out there anymore. You know, it's watching the kids, putting the kids to bed, laying down, getting as much sleep as I can, and then getting back up and starting it all over again the next day.
Are all your children pretty young then?
Well, they range from 22 to 13, so wide variety. The ones I have living with me right now are 13 and 16 and 21. My son's living in the basement going to college, so I got 2 girls from a previous marriage. So
quite a handful.
That's a blessing, man.
Oh, I bet. I can imagine. My 2 boys are grown and gone. They're off doing their thing. I don't even know where they are. I think they're still in Ohio.
Is there any music that really moves you, you know, makes you want to dance?
Oh, geez, dance. You don't want to see this white boy dance.
Do you look like you need medical attention?
Yeah, I'm having a seizure. I'll slow dance and dance to the old doo-wop and R&B sounds of the 60s, 50s and 60s. You know, that to me, that's great music. I love dancing to that. Sat and listened to the oldies, all-night oldies station with my mama growing up. So that music's still the Temptations, the Four Tops, you know, all that stuff. Get me out there dancing a little bit to that.
You got any important rules that you like to live by?
Treat people the way you want to be treated. Keep it simple, stupid, and live life to the fullest, because no one gets out of this world alive. So leave with no regrets.
Boy,
that's pretty much how I live every day of my life.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's crazy stuff.
Is there a point in your life or influences or anything that's happened that has defined your music style or how you do your music?
I think it's just years of experience is all it is that's defined my musical style. I mean, I got the influences all the way from Hank to Elvis to Metallica to Iron Maiden to
Kiss.
You know, Waylon, Kiss, and Merle and Willie. You know, I got such a wide variety of influences, but I think just trial and error over so many years, and I've learned not to take it too seriously. You know, take it seriously, but don't let it overtake you.
Anybody else in your family musically inclined?
My daughters are, but nobody in my immediate family too much. My little niece is, but as far as my mom and my dad, my grandfather plays guitar, but he started really late in his life. But I was kind of like the first to really jump into the whole music thing.
Have you sang any songs with your daughters at all?
I've sang, me and my youngest daughter, we did Coat of Many Colors at a talent show. The video's somewhere on my Facebook page. I can send it to you guys. And my other 2 daughters, we've never gotten together and sang anything together, but they play piano and flute and sax and all these different things. You know, they're very musical.
Sounds like you got a whole blues band right there at home.
Absolutely, but I don't think they want to be around their dad that much.
Well, that's a different story, that's for sure.
They're too old now to hang out with Dad.
Let me ask you some of my stupid questions, because if I don't say it, Donna will. What's your favorite word?
Ugh,
Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can say that. This is an internet show, right?
Yeah. Internet's free and wide
All right.
open, but you know.
All right, fuck. Fuck's my favorite word. I think it's overrated, and I think too many people are offended by it.
Yeah, exactly. It only means what you think it
How
means.
did
you know.
how did you find England compared to America? You know how Americans, they get offended at everything, and Brits don't seem so bothered about. You know, did you enjoy that?
Yes, I did, absolutely. The problem with Americans these days is nobody's willing to just go live their own damn life. They're worried about everybody else's.
Ooh.
And they're worried about what's going to offend everybody else. Just live your own life. Love life. It's a blessing. It was given to you. Quit worrying about everybody else being offended. If you don't like what somebody's saying, don't listen. It's as simple as that.
It doesn't get any easier, does it?
Because I notice a huge difference over here. You know, people just seem so full on and over the top. You know, it's completely different to England. So I'm glad that somebody else got to see both sides of it like I do.
You Brits are so cheeky, you know?
I know. That's what I was
monkey.
saying. I love that. That's that sense of humor and that sarcasm I was talking about.
Yeah, that's like when Donna said something to me the other day about when I was doing my interview to make sure I put on my favorite frock and high heels. I said I was just planning on doing the interview naked, and she laughed about it and didn't get upset or offended. And I'm like, all right, I can talk to her.
Well, the question on everyone's lips tonight is, are you really naked?
No, because I think the VFW would kind of frown on that.
Talk about an dishonorable discharge.
Yeah, there you go. Boom, boom. No.
So back to Randy's boring 10 questions. Feel free to get offended at these because they really are boring.
Oh, you're such a
No,
droll.
I am. Go right ahead.
What's your least favorite word?
Goodbye.
What turns you on?
My wife.
What turns you off?
Is that good?
Sure.
My ex-wife.
They're both great answers. I got 3 of them, so I can relate to that. What sound do you love?
My kids laughing.
What sound do you hate?
Well, that would have to be my kids crying.
And this might be the same word that the first question was, but what's your favorite curse word?
The same one.
Yeah, see, I'm a bastard, man. I prefer that word over anything else.
Yeah, but when you hit yourself with a hammer, you say the F word. That F word has many, many forms.
I say words that don't even exist.
Yeah, Randy will say things like meatball bastard and all sorts of stuff.
That is so true. The F word does have so many meanings in so many different contexts. That video on YouTube is amazing. All right.
Yeah, but like I said, it only means what you let it mean, I mean, if you say it to somebody and they take it wrong, that's their problem, Maybe it doesn't mean that, but whatever meaning they come up with, that's what makes it bad.
Absolutely. It's everybody's perception. Perceptions is the downfall of a lot of things in this society. So,
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I've always wanted to be a teacher, but at this age and this time of my life, I don't think that's possible.
And what profession would you not like to do?
Oh, boy. That's a good question. There's people walking out here in the hallway. You're good. Profession I would not want to do.
Think Mike Rowe.
I don't know. Porta potty guy.
Especially in a high wind.
We was only laughing about the word potty earlier, actually, because I've got a friend in Nevada, and she was telling me, she says, I'll be back in a minute, I'm just going to the potty. Well, kids in the UK, kids use the potty when they're toilet training, those little plastic things that they sit on and poop. And my friend in Nevada, who's like 10 years older than me, says, I'm going to the potty, and I'm like, what?
She has short legs.
Oh,
And one more.
all right.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you get to the pearly gates?
He's probably going to say, "What the hell were you thinking?" But I'd like for him to say, "Your loved ones are waiting for you on the other side."
Yeah, wouldn't that be sweet?
That would be amazing. See my grandfather again and all my family that's passed. That would be amazing.
Yeah, my grandparents all passed away after I'd been out on the road trucking, so I wasn't around when any of them were going. It's kind of, yeah, I'd like to see them one more time. I would like to think that might be the case.
Those are some good questions, man. You made me think.
Oh, do you want another question?
It didn't hurt anything, did it?
I'll make you think. Okay, if you woke up tomorrow with a vagina, you have 24 hours with this vagina, what are you going to do with it?
I'm never leaving the house for that 24 hours.
But there's money to be made.
I'm turning every phone off. I am unplugging everything but the battery charger, and I ain't leaving the damn house.
There's money to be made, son. What's the matter?
Yeah, you could go and sell that.
You know what? I guess I'll be selfish and not want to share that with anybody but myself.
Oh, I see where this could go.
Yeah.
But just like a guy, I'm sure you'd get sore hands.
Well, you know, I got enough callus on them already from being a man that that's not a problem.
Yeah, I suppose.
That'd probably be better then. That's kind of like a built-in French tickler, isn't it?
And you'd probably
there you go.
You'd probably lose all your carrots out your kitchen.
Carrots, girl, I'm using zucchinis. Come on.
Oh,
Going for the big boys.
you don't want to be broken in by a zucchini, really.
I'm not even going to ask
Yeah, I
how
only
she...
got 24 hours.
I'm not even going to ask how she knows that.
I know, I was going to say something, but I was like, nope.
Hey, don't ask me how I know that. I'm innocent around here.
Even as her husband, there's some things I don't want to know. All right.
So if you could write a song about the Yankee and the Brit show, what would you name it?
Oh, a jolly good time.
Jolly well done, old lad. Simply smashing.
I'm jolly good.
Shenanigans. Well, no.
It's like a lovely cup of tea.
There you go.
That's it. What, does it look like you're going to do your show or no?
No, not tonight. They're still rolling. We just got one downpour through, and there's more coming. So I'm just going to go back to the bar and drink some more rum and cokes.
Brad Peterson said, so the truth comes out, you've been using your hands lately. You just told everybody in the world that you have calluses on your hand from too much pulling on
That's
your
all right.
bud.
Tell Brad not to lie. He's married. You know, there ain't no way he ain't using them.
Oh.
Stacy Joe in the chat said zucchinis will never be the same again.
Oh my gosh. I'm blushing. I'm blushing.
You are blushing.
Oh. I used to blame my pink wallpaper, but now I've got no pink wallpaper to blame. Well, where can people purchase your music?
I have it right now on CD Baby. I have links to it on my website, which is at jricochet.com, and on my Facebook page, jricochet Music. Once I get more songs out there and get my album done, I'm going to try and get it on the iTunes and all that other good stuff. But right now it's on CD Baby, and I think it's on Reverb Nation, too.
So you are everywhere.
Is that all electronic music, or is there music on CD?
Right now it's just electronic music. The CD itself, like I said, probably won't be happening until hopefully fall.
Well, if you get a CD, you have to send us one, sign it, and we put it on our wall of shame.
That is perfect. That's where I belong.
It's a monument to our failure. Brad also
I feel honored.
Brad also says to tell you he loves you.
Oh, I love you too, brother.
So now you can walk around in your Yankee and the Brit Show shirt like a walking, talking billboard.
Absolutely, and I'll wear it proudly. I'm going to wear it to my next show, which is this Saturday. So
yeah,
Yay.
Tell somebody to send us the video. We got to have that on the wall of shame too.
Oh, absolutely. I'll take a picture for you, and I'll have it on during my first set. So
awesome.
Yay.
Hey, one more question too. What do you ever do any live Facebook?
Yeah, I've done a few. They've been on the Achota Records page, and on I have, like I said, I have that other page, which is the J Ricochet Music, which I do a lot of my stuff, my live stuff through. Everybody keeps wanting to friend my personal page, which is fine, but don't forget that everything I do musically goes through that J Ricochet Music page.
So what do
and the Achota Records.
So what do you think of doing it on live Facebook? You think there's anything to that, or?
You know, I really think it is because I've gotten a lot of friend requests from people that, like it's been probably the last 4 weeks, I've gotten over 1,000 friend requests.
Wow!
And if it ain't for the live music and doing the live feeds and the music you guys are playing for me and the other people around the other stations, it's been a whirlwind. I tell you, it's just been crazy.
Well, I hope you go far, man. Your music's awesome. We're going to play, we got your 3 tunes here. We're going to play Starting Over, like Hank Knew Whiskey and Bar Blues. We're going to slam them out there and let people really enjoy this music. Thank you a million times for coming and hanging out with us.
Guys, man.
Yes, you're clearly
You guys
a
are
fine
cool as
young
hell.
man. Good luck.
Hey, you know what? I just want to put out there real quick. Somebody asked me the other day why I talk so much shit about other artists and things like that. I just want everybody to know, if you listen to anything I say on my Facebook page or any video that I put on, and if I'm dogging another artist that's out there right now playing in Nashville and things like that, take it for what it is, my opinion. I'm going to be real to everybody out there that's listening to my music and listening to me. I won't be fake. I won't sell you any bullshit. I am who I am, and you have the right to like it or not. If you don't like it, you ain't going to break my heart. I'll still go on with life. But if you do like it, welcome aboard and welcome to the family. And welcome to the family to you both, too. Thank you so much for your time.
Ah, bless your soul, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon, I hope.
Absolutely, man. You guys take care and have a great evening.
All right, stay safe and watch your head. We're out of here.
Later.
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yanki and the Brit on RTM Radio.
To 2:30. Couldn't get past the front door 'cause my baby changed the lock. She said that she was over me. She said that we were through. I guess I missed the signals. I didn't catch the clues. Then my friend gave me this guitar. Said there's only one thing to do. Pour my sorrows out in the 12-bar blues. So I'm starting on the corner down at Dudley's, cruise on in. Then I'm moving on to One-Eyed Jack's, do around with all my friends. Have some shots with this Marine at the Texas Rose Cafe. Now I made my way to Katie's and Miss Newby's by the bay. I'm walking off my heartache and wearing out my shoes. So far it's 5 bars later, but I still have the blues. Won't somebody help me? Somebody help me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. What I'm doing wrong. I've been working on these 12 bars the way they told me to, but I ain't feeling any better, and she's still gone. She's gone. Long gone. I hit the white horse, the longhorn, Johnny's out of way. Cowboy hats and tiki lamps, it's been a long, strange day. The Elks Club, the Moose Lodge, the VFW Hall. Then I struck out at the all-night lanes when I missed last call. Settled for the Claremont, not a place I'd usually choose. Now it's 12 bars later and I still have the blues. Won't and she's still gone. Say, what my buddy give me this dang guitar for anyway?